2023 Toyota Sequoia Capstone first test, outstanding numbers, but the rest that SUV's age was apparent, whether you looked at it, drove it, or touched it, in its sluggish transmission, ancient pre-Great Recession-era design, pitiful fuel economy, and the generations-old switchgear and materials that littered the interior. The all-new Sequoia addresses all of those shortcomings and then some, and now that we've had a chance to stuff it full of testing equipment and spend more time behind the wheel following our first drive earlier this year, we can answer the big question: is the Sequoia finally worth recommending to more than just the Toyota faithful? So long, V8 central to Toyota's reimagined Sequoia is its new powertrain. Gone is the 381 horsepower, 401 pound-foot V8 that had been under its hood for a decade and a half. It is replaced by something thoroughly modern, a 3.4-liter, not 3.5, despite what Toyota will tell you, twin-turbo V6 augmented by an electric motor, the same iForce Max hybrid setup offered in range-topping Tundras. System output sums to 437 horsepower and a stump-pulling 583 pounds-foot of torque, improvements of 56 horsepower and 182 pounds-foot over the outgoing V8. Toyota also swapped the old Sequoia's lazy dog of a 6-speed for a new, of this era 10-speed automatic.Not. Just the numbers, of course. The new Sequoia Capstone is more than its spec sheet, and spending more time with Toyota's answer to the Tahoe and Expedition exposes some unwelcome driving behaviors. There's a persistent jiggle emanating from the rear end. Even on flat roads, the live rear axle Sequoia never feels planted. And, yes, this is one of the few areas in which the new Sequoia lags behind its predecessor, which came with a then unique independent rear suspension. Driving anything other than straight, the Toyota behemoth embodies what senior editor Aaron Gold calls big car clumsy. Body roll is abundant in corners, and the nose dives forward under braking. Multiple staffers also called out major shudders through the body structure when driving the Sequoia over washboard sections of an off-road course. As for the new power plant, we have mixed feedback. Drivetrain lashes evidenced by the vehicle clunking into gear, and associate online editor Alex Leans points out that quick transitions from throttle to brake exposed hesitation in powertrain response. The engine provides plenty of outright performance, which Gold describes as like a V8, but with an invisible hand pushing the vehicle along. Credit the electric motor's torque fill. Some folks loved the hybrid twin-turbo V6, but others noted inconsistent surges of power delivery. Toyota also makes this engine sound like a V8, not with some clever exhaust geometry, but by piping fake induction noise through the audio system. Call it disingenuous, but we're not mad about a little oral character, even if it's artificial. Interior insights beyond the driving experience. Our test model came in Capstone guys, Toyota's new range-topping truck and SUV trim, which is positioned above the Platinum and TRD Pro. Our test vehicle rings in at $80,095, which makes this the most expensive offering in Toyota's lineup, in addition to landing within $8,000 of a base Lexus LX600. Keep in mind, the LX and Sequoia SUVs share their underpinnings and some mechanicals, though the Lexus is slightly smaller. What's different? Outside, the Capstone gets gigantium 22-inch wheels, which exaggerate its jiggly ride, chrome accents, power running boards, and acoustically insulated front door glass over the Sequoia Platinum. The interior adds trim-specific semi-aniline leather upholstery, fake-looking open-pore American walnut trim, an ambient interior lighting to the panoramic glass roof, and heated ventilated first and second row seats of the Platinum. Closing thoughts: the 2023 Toyota Sequoia represents an obvious improvement over its predecessor.